Before we start, check out my Roblox UGC group where I'm selling Rogue Lineage inspired emotes which are goofy and fun to use. Besides that, I also have eye face masks to wear on any character with a few different patterns, so check them out. For manga and anime accessories, click the link down below. Alright, let's get into it. Block, parry, dodge. Those three things are the most defining traits of defense in Deepwoken, but today we're going to be talking about the first. Of course, it's always preferred to parry or dodge an attack to negate it entirely, but sometimes you want to hold F safely to stand your ground and retaliate. It's been a long time since I've seen this happen, but today it's time to uncover the lost art of abusing infinite posture. What's up guys, it's Punchy, and if you know me, you know I love breaking the game entirely using all the tools at our disposal. So if there's a build that's unfair or straight up goofy, you know I gotta try it out. This time, I think I discovered a new meta in itself abusing near infinite unpoppable posture, and it's time to break it down. This setup is absolutely insane, letting you block almost anything, remove all your posture in a second, while also pressuring enemy blocks. So it's extremely fun and worth trying out. Considering that the stone enchant just got heavily nerfed, removing its posture on crit and capping the maximum posture it can deal, it's a great time to start blocking. To make the most out of your build, I would recommend trying this out with a posture based set, getting a lot out of your equipment, picking up all the bonus posture talents, running a 3-star weight shield to tank further, and finishing it off with Ardor for that multiplier. Seriously, that's just the basics, but we'll start breaking things now. Keep in mind before we start, there's a lot of moving parts and flexibility to experiment with, but here's what you can do to hold F forever. Starting our unbreakable defense and ridiculous posture removal, everything revolves around our oath being Arc Water. Arc Water's Arc Suit is extremely important for maintaining our defense, and it's more powerful than you think. I've talked about this before, but if you didn't know, Arc Water has a secret posture sustain that many players tend to forget about, and that's, we can't ignore this. On activation, Arc Water's Arc Suit defense buff provided to the player is valuable and never worth downplaying. With a base damage reduction adding up to 10%, you're taking less physical and elemental damage whenever you get hit. This can get even crazier when you start stacking on other multipliers like Charm, debuffing enemy damage, and slicing their output in half. Additionally, while the Null module is active, the Arc Suit negates all enchant usage, controlling what the enemy has access to during the fight. Besides that, one of the craziest parts of the Arc Suit is that it has access to a 360-degree block. If you're blocking, there's absolutely no way to hit a player from any angle, and that's powerful, especially if you have a way to remove your posture. Finally, on the surface, if you do manage to get guard broken, Arc Suit's eject module shoots out the player, leaving them with a fraction of the posture while negating all damage and keeping them safe instead. This is near overpowered, allowing you to tank through attacks while disrespecting everything they throw at you, and it's a really good last resort. Arc Suit is gonna keep you alive, but here's where we start our infinite posture abuse. While inside the Arc Suit using Arc Wave, this mantra removes 50% of your current posture absolutely free. You don't have to hit players, you don't even have to aim, simply press Arc Wave and remove 50% of whatever posture you have right now. There's no real skill involved with this, acting like a vent for posture, and it's what you should be spamming always. Once we have our Arc Suit, there's even more ways to remove posture that were just introduced in a recent update. In combat, it's possible to Arc Wave in our Arc Suit to burn off posture, spit to heal and remove some further, and even use Exhaustion Strike to transfer that build-up posture to our enemies. That's old news and has always been extremely powerful to use, but now it's time to talk about some armor. As a new addition to Deepwoken, exclusive to the recent Titus boss fight, we can equip the Ascended Outlaw set. Each of these equipment pieces has a certain synergy with Might Gems, but put all together, we can start abusing their set talent as well. So, Exhaustion Strike and Essential Mantra we gotta use to gift our posture to the enemy, it's always gonna be great. But what happens if every single mantra in our kit gets rid of posture too? After equipping the entire Ascended Outlaw armor set, we unlock the talent Offensive Recovery. If all of your mantras have a Might Gem equipped, we lose posture anytime we hit an opponent's block with a mantra. This ability is extremely powerful and expensive to use, but of course, we're already investing a lot, and yes, we're gonna be using this. With a high defense build with every single posture talent, a goated shield and Ardor to raise our base posture, Arc Suit to 360-degree block, negate guard breaks, and grant us defense, and now every single mantra removes posture on block. I know, Infinity is never gonna be obtainable, but this is is the closest we're gonna get. Exhaustion Strike already removes posture on hit, and Arc Wave restores our block and arc suit, but now it's time to confirm damage on blocks so we can keep living. Using a multitude of projectiles and ranged attacks that are block confirmable is probably the way to go. After M1ing, we can instantly great cast a delayed projectile like Fleeting Sparks or Lightning Stream that players always want to block. It's not a bad thing if they want to defend, since our own defense is restored whenever they block, and we can move in too to apply even more pressure. Other slower mantras like Arc Beam can also be confirmed on block, and when they do land, it's possible to pull off a Spit or Arc Wave during that ragdoll. Any interaction on a build like this is going to be positive, and it works extremely well together. If you want, it's optional to use a continuous damage mantra like Tornado or Electrocarv's Magnet Spark to stack on pressure and buy you time to use Arc Wave safely. So it's definitely easy to parry and might not work for your own setup, but for pure pressure and posture defense, why not use this to get players out of your face? As you can see, the posture removal for landing a single mantra on block is just nuts and without a cooldown, so you can just keep on spamming. Besides this defensive sustain, you gotta remember that our build is also dealing a ton of posture too. Stacking Might Gems on our mantra already raises their base output, and one of our set talents multiplies the more we use. Off any block interaction, we're hitting them super hard and regenerating our own posture, which we have so much of. This is truly infinite posture. Finally, to finish off our insane posture removal, it always makes sense to use a weapon that really takes advantage of the talent Critical Attack. This talent removes a huge chunk of posture whenever we hit a target with our crit, and yeah, it's basically free to use. Anything here really works, but I'd use something that's easy to abuse with our stacked pressure or lasts a long time. So Bolt Crusher was my weapon of choice since it's really spammable and catches players constantly, but yeah, it's a multi-hit and it's really good. After a cursed combination of stacked defense and posture pressure, this is probably the best possible way to tank attacks just by holding F. If the current Deepwoken era is against healing, this is probably the next best way to sustain. Instead of taking damage and healing it back, just negate everything entirely by holding F. Anyway, give it a shot, leave your thoughts down below, and let me know, is this the closest we can get to infinite posture? Thank you so much to all the supporters that help out the channel. It means a lot to directly donate to a creator, and if you like, join as a member down below. Besides that, my Discord, guild, and even my UGC group are going to be linked down below, so check them out. As always, make sure to like and subscribe so we can hit 120k. Thanks again, it's punchin' time.